And I have an announcement to make. I have been watching Barry Quilts, Barry Quilts, and he's just started something that gave me tons of ideas. It kind of solidified some ideas that were in my head already. For the Avery Quilts charity that I wanted to make, I told you guys about that a year ago. It's for children, pediatrics on a transplant waiting list. I want to connect with you guys more, and I was watching Barry Quilts. I mentioned that in the intro of this video. But he was talking about the reason he was doing this new program of his, that it was all about legacy. And that was like, it hit all of my neurons and they were all firing at one time. Since I was 21 years old, the word legacy has driven everything I've done. I didn't understand how much of an impact you can make in just one generation. I, didn't have a crystal ball, didn't know that from then how I could get to where I am in life and my children are in their lives. So many blessings in that. But all that goes back to quilting. How? It goes back to quilting because legacy is what drove me into quilting in the first place. Like my grandmother, who we lost prematurely, she had made 2 quilts for my brother and I that my children thoroughly enjoyed, especially my daughter, my second born. She called one of them Blanku. It was just the joy of that child's life. We just can't trash it. It is so worn thin and threadbare in so many places. I'm not quite sure what to do with it. I feel like I just need to do a shadow box around it and put it on the wall. Seeing my daughter and my son to some extent, but then especially my daughter enjoy that quilt, it just all came together for me about what quilts do for us. And I'm a very textual person, like fibers and all that. And I'm an artist too. And so it all speaks to me. It just all came together about what quilting can be. So that's how I got into quilting in the first place. I started thinking, I can do this. I want to make quilts. And that's where it all started. Where we are now started with that. So this concept of legacy been going through my veins for a long time. So when I saw Barry mention that in his video, so I've got to do that because not only am I wanting to connect with you all, and I want to hear from you all about what your why is, but I want to really connect and have a real community here. So how do I achieve that with my obstacles that I have to undergo? I have inconsistency in my ability to function, but I still have a strong desire to produce these charity quilts. So how do I do that and push the needle forward on that when I have all these other, things, obstacles I have to jump over? I get you to help me. That's how I do it. So I want to create legacy makers, lakeside legacy makers, and I'm going to invite you to support me in this. I need your blocks.